YS mobile listening.
KD0TYU. KD0TYU, this is K0LAO.
Howdy, howdy.
I just realized this is a fifth Thursday in May. Do you want me to pick up the net?
Yeah, sure. I think we're going to need a couple more people for you. Do you have anybody in mind?
No, I don't. Not at this point. Kind of pedaling fast. But if we want to open the ARES net tonight, I can do so, belated as it is, and then we can look at the schedule from here on out.
Great idea. Thank you very much.
Well, Joe and all you ARES people, let me trundle downstairs and get my fire up the base station and get my script.
KE0LCK, KE0SOR.
That's KE0LCK.
Who's on board tonight?
I believe Luann's going to fill in and take over. She was just going down to get the script out. LAO.
What you?
I wasn't listening. I had a piece of fried chicken in my mouth. It plugged up my ears.
SLR, this is KD02IU. LCK, this is KE0LCK, this is KD02IU.
This is KE0LCK, go ahead.
Yeah, for Mike's sake, Luann is taken tonight, and then she's also taking Alex's position until he either returns or whatever.
I gather he's still MIA.
Not really
This
what my assumption is.
evening, gentlemen. This is K0LEO. I was on the wrong side of the radio, so hopefully I'm on the right side here.
Ma'am.
Like I can reread the preamble, but since we're kind of deep into the net, I can start with the check-ins from the served agency directors and served agency directors only. Please check in now.
This is KE0LCK, Kilo Echo 0, Lima, Charlie Kilo, the other Mike from Windsor, AEC Operations, Director Skywarn, Director Windsor, and thank you for taking the net tonight, Luann.
Good evening, Luann. This is Whiskey Zero, Delta Delta Zulu, Dave and Greeley, Admin AEC, and I have the training for tonight.
Good evening, Luann. Here is Kilo 0, Juliet Echo Foxtrot, Jeff. Served agencies are Fort Collins and Cooter Fire Authority.
Thank you very much for letting me scramble here. I would like to recognize KE0LCK, W0DDZ, thank you for taking the training, and K0JEF. Are there any more served agency directors that would like to check in?
This is KD0TYU, Kilo Delta 0, Tango Yankee Uniform, EC, Larimer and Weld County. Joe, and I do have one announcement.
KD0TYU. I will now take check-ins from all ARES members. ARES members only with call suffixes alpha through Mike.
KE0SOR, Kilo Echo 0, Sierra Oscar Romeo, the other Mike from Wellington.
Alpha Charlie 0, Alpha Sierra, AC0AS, Levi, Severance.
Kilo Alpha 6, Echo Tango Echo, KA6, ETE, Jim, Loveland.
This is N0 AFM, November 0 Alpha Foxtrot Mike, Art in Estes Park, Larimer County, no traffic.
This is Whiskey 0 Delta Alpha Sierra, Dave in Fort Collins.
I do. To take a break to acknowledge KE0SOR. I kind of like Mike's a third. AC0AF, KA6ETE, N0AFM, and W0DAS. I will now take any more ARES members, Alpha through Mike. None. I will take ARES members, Alpha through Zulu.
Alpha India 7 Papa Mike Phil, Larimer, AI 7 PM.
Good evening, Luann, N0YLS. This is Mike the 4th in Livermore, Larimer County. No traffic tonight.
Whiskey Bravo 7 Uniform Papa Sierra, WB7 UPS. This is Mike in Fort Collins. I'm a new check-in.
I would like to recognize PM. Sorry, ALS, the Mike the 4th made me laugh. Can you come back with your suffix when I'm done? And WB7 UPS, welcome.
Thank you.
It's N0YLS, November 0 Yankee Lima Sierra.
Thank you. You are now officially Mike the 4th. Any more check-ins? Alpha through Zulu. And I will now take check-ins from stations on Echolink. Echolink stations only, please check in. None, I will now take general check-ins. General check-ins, all call suffixes, Alpha through Mike.
AE0 Sierra, Alpha Echo 0 Charlie Foxtrot Ben, Fort Collins, Larimer County.
Good evening, Ben, AE0CF. I will now take general check-ins, Alpha through Zulu. And we will move on to page 4. This is Kilo Zero Lima Alpha Oscar net control for R3D2 ARES net. I will now go on to announcements and comments. I will start with KD0TYU. What announcement do you have for the net?
First of all, big thanks to you for taking the net and taking the responsibility of managing the net. I thank you very much for that. Second thing I have is we do not have a roster for the Oxcom people. So if you don't mind, send Dave a note, because it will upgrade you to a Tier 4. Send Dave a note, or administration, if you will. A note letting him know that he has had the Oxcom training. We need to keep our own files on this as well as the state. So just make sure that you let someone know, let Dave know, to basically upgrade you to a Tier 4. Thanks so much, and back to net.
Thank you, Joe. Do we have any additional questions, comments, or announcements? If so, please call now. Hearing none, we will move on to our weekly R3D2 training from Mr. W0DDZ. Take it away.
Thank you, Luann, and thank you for taking the net tonight in a bit of a scramble. Last time I did the net training, I talked a little bit about net control, and I kind of want to expand on that a little bit and talk about net discipline. As net control, you're going to be the one that sets the level of discipline at your net. You have to decide how tightly you want the rules to be followed. Describe exactly what you want in your net instructions. Most of the time, the participants will sense just how urgent there is by how urgent it is by how you're reacting. If you push up the pace and become more clipped or tense in your responses, they follow that lead. If you're laid back and relaxed, they'll follow that lead. When you can, keep the pace fun. If you do nets long enough, inevitably you'll end up with someone disrupting the net. You can count on it. Look forward to it. It's a challenge to your skills. Lead the person disrupting the net back into proper procedure by example, and sometimes a gentle reminder can help. Do not address the reading of instructions, of net instructions, at a single person. Avoid a direct confrontation with anybody, with any single person. Never dress anyone down on the air for any kind of a rules infraction. We got to keep it respectful. A good non-sarcastic sense of humor is always invaluable. If you did a good job on your instructions, you can always repeat an applicable part of the net instructions to get a general reminder out to the entire net. When you're in charge of a frequency, your first duty is to be sure that the frequency is used in accordance with the FCC rules. Proper IDing at the 10-minute mark can be difficult to remember, especially in heated activity, but you must remember to do that and make sure all of your participants do that. At times, people request to go direct. These requests can be a very valuable tool. They can save a lot of valuable airtime. They can also disrupt your flow and of net control if abused. So cover what you expect out of net controls and directs in your net instructions. And a good quick response to a request for direct is to make your call. If you want more practice at net control before diving in, listen to other nets. Practice taking the notes on what's going on. Your own brand of shorthand will ultimately emerge. This will help you immensely when it comes to time to take your first net control station assignment. Another source of practice is to tune up to contests on the weekends and listen to how experienced contesters handle pileups. Contesters will copy as many stations as they can and get down out of a short burst. And then they'll say, I've got a group, and then quickly go through their list. Verify the calls in order, and if anyone was missed, so what? They'll try again the next time it comes back to that. Go ahead and try to copy along with the stations on the weekends. Get everything you can. The noise and multiple signals all jammed up together will make it difficult at first, but it's great practice. And it'll make it a piece of cake to pick out both sides of double or triple when you go back to the nice clean FM signal on the repeater. There's quite a few good net control stations out there. Several have been taking this net. There's the Wednesday Club net and the Monday nets. All these stations are fantastic and can give you a lot of advice into how to do net control. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to one of us who are experienced at net control. We'd definitely be happy to help you out. Thanks, Luann. I appreciate you taking the net tonight in such a scramble again. This is Whiskey Zero, Delta Delta Zulu. Back to you.
Thank you, Dave. Always good advice, which I have tried to take. And yes, just getting in there and diving in and doing your best. It's not as hard as you think. I will now go on and see if there are any more late check-ins that would like to check in to the R3D2 ARES net. If so, please call now. Check out each station. I will read your call suffix. Please respond with your FCC-issued call sign. LCK.
KE0LCK.
Z.
Whiskey Zero, Delta Delta Zulu. Have a good evening.
JEF.
K0JEF.
TYU.
Again, thanks so much, K0TYU.
SOR.
KE0SOR. Thanks, Luann.
AF.
AC0AS.
ETE.
KA6ETE.
AFM.
N0 AFM, good evening.
DAS.
W0DAS.
PM.
AS 7 p.m.
YLS.
M0YLS, good evening.
UPS.
WB 7, yes.
Last but not least, CF.
AE0CF.
The mission of the Amateur Radio Emergency Services is to provide reliable and alternate communications to our served agencies in times of emergency disaster or national crisis. This evening, there were 14 check-ins, including net control. The next scheduled ARES R3D2 net will be next Thursday evening at 7 p.m. local time. I would like to thank each station for checking in and the NCARC for the use of their repeater this evening. All stations with appropriate privileges are invited to check into the statewide ARES HF net on Sunday morning at 8 a.m. on the frequency of 3.810 megahertz. The statewide ARES VHF net is on Sunday evenings at 8 p.m. on the 145.310 megahertz repeater with a tone of 88.5 hertz. For further information about ARES R3D2, please go to the www.coloradoaresr3d2.org. This is Kilo Zero Lima Alpha Oscar, closing the net at 7:33 p.m. local time and returning the repeater to normal amateur radio use. 73 and good night, and thank you for letting me scramble.
This presentation was brought to you by the Northern Colorado Amateur Radio Club. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.